Hey guys, Rob here for Quadratec.com. We just saw the unveiling of the all-new 2019 Jeep Gladiator. Now's our chance that we can jump up on stage and show you guys some of my favorite features in the Jeep. Now, while a lot of it looks very similar to the JL, Jeep definitely took some advantages allotted to them with the truck to build in some really cool stuff. And I'm gonna start by showing you some of my favorite things in the back seat. Jeep has added a ton of new features to the back seat, providing you with lots of extra storage. You can flip up the seat bases and you've got storage built underneath here where you can stow small things away. They've also moved your storage for all your bolts that go to your hardtop, to your doors, right under here, under this great removable panel on the driver's side. And then you can still fold down that back seat as well to give you more storage, and they've built some storage behind the seat as well. You've got a little mesh pocket here on the driver's side. Now over on the passenger side, the same thing. You can flip up that seat base to access some storage, and then flip down the back seat on the passenger side, and that's where you're going to find that really cool new removable Bluetooth speaker that Jeep has built into the back of the Gladiator that you can take out whether you're hanging out at your campsite, you're out on the beach, or maybe you're just trailside for lunch. Grab that Bluetooth speaker out so you can enjoy some tunes. Now, they didn't just stop with the seat. One of the other nice things they did here, well, they added this great sliding rear window on the hardtop here so you can open up and get some air blowing through here. Now I can already see some potential for some parts coming from the aftermarket here, maybe a powered version of that sliding rear window, and then potentially some ability to customize some of the under seat and behind the seat storage options here. There's some cool stuff out back too. Well, this is the main focus of the all-new Gladiator. The bed, what sets it apart from your standard Wrangler and brings the truck segment back to Jeep. Now, they've built a ton of really cool features into this bed that I'm really excited about. All of these beds feature a great sprayed-in type bed liner, so it's going to keep that bed protected when you're throwing your cargo in. And speaking of your cargo, well, they built these great adjustable cargo tie-down rails in here, so you can slide them back and forth and really customize them depending on the type of cargo that you're tying down. They've also got some in-bed lighting for you, as well as AC power back here. So that's really going to come into play when you're out at your campsite again, maybe out on the beach and you want to plug in maybe a fridge in the back here. That's going to make it really convenient to do that. And they've got this great tonneau cover on the back here. I'm sure this is going to be an optional accessory from Mopar. Really easy to operate, rolls right up, and then simply secures in place with these great straps here and buckles. They even incorporate a little snap here that tucks them up out of the way when they're not in use. Overall, lots of great features built into this bed that's going to make it extremely functional for bringing all your gear with you on your next adventure. But there's some cool things to check out under the bed as well. So before we dig into what's underneath the back of the bed here, I want to talk about the tailgate for just a minute. Really like how they incorporated the third brake light right into the handle here. So that means it stays in place, whether you've got a hard top, a soft top, or of course it's a Jeep, no top. When you open that tailgate, it's got the great soft fold feature built in there, so it opens really nicely for you. And if you guys are wondering, yes, the tailgate is removable. I've looked at the mechanism here. It looks like one Torx bolt. There's a little protective cover in here that we have to move out of the way. Of course, you move your two tailgate support cables, and then you can lift that tailgate right out of the way and leave it at home. Of course, some more opportunity for the aftermarket there. Maybe we're gonna see some aftermarket tailgates coming out, maybe some in-bed or behind-bed spare tire carrying possibilities. And speaking of that spare tire, well, it lives under the bed in the Gladiator. It has moved up underneath the rear bed here. Of course, I expect to see a lot of aftermarket options where we can move that up into the bed or behind the bed, gaining us a little more ground clearance. Speaking of that ground clearance, I can't really measure this one because the Rubicon is sitting kind of on an angle here. They've got it flexed out. But over there on the Sahara, we see 24 inches, 2 feet from the ground to the bottom of the bed, and closer to about 21 and a half, 22 inches to the lowest point on the rear bumper. So I know earlier I mentioned one of my concerns was that, you know, this long overhang here is really going to ruin our departure angles. But guys, seeing it in person here, I'm actually impressed. I think it's going to be okay. And to make it even better on the Rubicon here, well, they built in this great rock rail here that protects that rear corner. It wraps all the way to the back under that rear bumper here. And this thing is stout. I have no doubt that you could lay the entire truck onto a rock here, and this would support it and protect your bed from damage, allowing you to slide off. So overall, definitely impressed with the rear overhang here on the truck. And of course, guys, that's gonna wrap up our coverage right here from the stage. I'm blown away. I think I might have to put an order in for one of these. I don't know, what about you guys at home? What do you think about the truck? Let us know below. Leave some comments for us, leave some questions for us. I'll answer everything I can. We're gonna get some more coverage here from the LA Auto Show for you guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Until next time, I'm Rob. I'll see you guys out on the trail.